Hey guys, this is Rant222 here, and today I'm going to do something a little bit different. It's going to be my review slash thoughts slash rant on Sakura Diaries. Now, basically, Sakura Diaries is a show about Toma, who is a college, student that's trying to get the KO, and he's trying to take these tests, and he's constantly failing them. He's not getting the grades to make it in, so now he's going to cram school to practice, or at least, get better so he can make it to KO or something like that. That's pretty much the gist. And then he pretty much finds his cousin, I wouldn't say long lost cousin, but a cousin that he hasn't seen, Ura. I'm gonna call it that. I'm terrible with the roll of the tongue, so I'm gonna call it Ura for just simplistic matters. Because if I, God forbid, if I try to make sense of it, I'm gonna sound like an idiot. But oh wait, I am. So basically, he goes to her house, or his uncle's house, and she's conveniently there. But before this, she already went to his hotel room and started flirting with him and doing all this sort of stuff. And one thing leads to another. He gets to coincidentally her house that his uncle is in, and he realizes that, oh shit, this is my cousin, and oh shit, she kind of likes me. But then also at the same time, he's got this other crush he's been obsessing over called Miko or something. Miko, I guess that's the way to pronounce it. I'm terrible at Japanese pronunciations of complicated words like this. But he meets Miko, and I can't even say if it even, I don't even know, but he starts having feelings for her, but I guess she has feelings for him too. But later you figure out, or at first you see, it looks like as if she's cheating on somebody, or he's cheating on somebody for somebody else other than Toma. But then later on, as the series goes, it's really his long lost, or not really long lost, but his long distance boyfriend from Italy and shit. And so that's the deal with that. My biggest concern is that Toma constantly lies to Meiko, saying that, oh, I made it to KO, I'm in economics class, and I'm in class D, even though he's not. He constantly lies to her, and it pisses me off as I'm watching this because it's been done to death. We all know eventually he's going to get caught up in this lie, and it's going to backstab him. Sooner or later, it's going to backstab him, and the lies are going to catch up to him. And the thing is, it never does. He almost gets caught, but he never really gets justified. He never gets the punishment he needs for lying to her the entire time. If he was just honest from the very beginning and told her the truth, regardless of how pretty she is, I would like him so much more. But he's constantly lying to her and saying, oh, I'm at this school and everything. He's lying. She thinks he's something he's really not, and it's annoying because I'm watching this and it's like, okay, this is predictable. I know exactly where this is gonna go. It's like he's gonna get caught up in the lie eventually, and by shock, he doesn't. So he doesn't even get the punishment he deserves for lying the entire time. And it makes me not even really like the character because he's not trustworthy. He lies a lot to get with her. And that's not how my philosophy on how romance goes. In order for a relationship to work, you have to be honest. And he was not honest whatsoever the entire time. If he was, then it'll be okay. Now, so basically, the thing is with this show is that Toma and Ura are cousins, and there is romance between that, and I just can't support it. It's better than romantic relationship with your sister. Okay, it could be much worse. It's like one or two steps below that pinnacle, but it's still, it doesn't even address it. It's not even like a good show like Chobits, where it's like, they actually question the philosophy of humans and robots falling in love. They actually question it, and they go into it. They dive into it a little bit. And it makes you think. It's like, maybe this does work. Maybe this can make sense. Or they dive into it. Or they question it. Here, they don't even question it. Aura's just talking to one of her friends, Komi. One of her, I guess her only friends in the show, Komi. She's like, oh, I like my cousin, or like, I love my cousin. And that's it. Not one character questions this thing at all as being strange or weird. Maybe in Japan it's different. I honestly don't know, because I don't live in Japan. I don't know the customs all that well. But nobody questions this as weird. Nobody. I don't get it. I just don't get it at all. Not even one person. So the entire time, though, honestly, this would probably work a lot better if Toma didn't constantly lie to Miko or whatever, and was just honest from the very beginning, and then fell in love with, Ura. But they weren't cousins. Maybe they were just childhood friends. That could have easily worked, because again, they met when they were kids, and how they met up was just like, maybe it could have just been just a coincidental thing. Maybe she was just wandering around in this, this park, and he saw this guy, and he was nice to her, and they went from there. They don't even need the family aspect. Maybe it could just be, I don't know. It could have worked a lot better if the cousin aspect was not there. The romance actually is genuine and nice and has some really beautiful moments, but I just don't get it. I can't support the cousin aspect. It's not my forte. But that's not it. It gets worse. Toma went from a lying person to a piece of shit. Like, literally, he gets drunk on alcohol, and out of lust, he rapes his cousin. Just because he's drunk. I'm literally sitting here as I'm watching like this, just in utter shock, awe, and anger. Because it's just like, are you fucking serious? This is our main character. We are supposed to root for this main character. And he's like this. A piece of shit, really. Pretty much. When he said that, when he woke up, he's like, oh, I'm drunk. I'm never like that. I'm so nice. It's like, you lie to people to be with somebody. No, you're not this, you sort of are, at first, at the beginning of the series. Gonna be the background story, the backstory of him and Ura's past. That, he was nice then. But in this series, in present time, when this was, he tries to, but I just can't stand it. That really pissed me off when I saw that. My likability for the character, or whatever that was left, went right out the fucking window. And then there's another instance where as Toma and Ura they bond even more, they start getting closer. Basically, what they, because Toma has a hard time taking tests and stuff, and basically what he does is, for good luck, he takes out a piece of his pube hair, puts it in a little piece of paper, and gives it to her for good luck on her tests. I'm just sitting here thinking, I don't care if it's fucking good luck or... That's just fucking weird. Like, it's fucked up. There's no fucking reason for it. And, they said hair. Not pubic hair. Hair. Fucking hair. Just you pluck one string out of your fucking hair, and then, okay, maybe that'll be cute, but pube hair. Fucking pubic hair. Are you insane? And then Ura is thinking like me. She's like, no way, I'm not doing that. That's weird. And then you think then, for a second you think, oh, she's not gonna do it. Okay. But no, she does it as well. And then Toma says,
from that day on, we kept each other's hair in our commuter passes. But just as good luck charms for the exams, of course.
Oh my god, it's so weird. It doesn't even work on a romantic scale. It's just weird. And it's like, why can't this little weird thing just die? It's so unnecessary and weird and strange. It keeps going throughout the episode with it too. It's just like, oh, come on, please, come on. I'm just sitting here just like in utter disgust, because we're supposed to like this character and root for him. Here, he's a weird, lying, perverted guy to the point where it's not even funny, it's just disturbing. And we're supposed to root for this character. And so, sympathize with him and want him to get the girl. And it's like, no, it doesn't even work. Even with the romantic moments with Toma and Mako, it doesn't even work on that scale. I don't sense the chemistry. And this is coming from a guy that's a sucker for romance shows. For me to say that it was not that good fails on so many levels. It just pisses me off. It really does. It's really just... And then the main thing about the show is that college in this show is more important than absolutely everything in the world. If you don't go, that means you will have no life and no future and all this shit. And I guess in Japan, being successful and going to a successful college is very important in that culture. And in retrospect, okay, maybe it does make sense. But I feel like they take it to such extremes where it's like they can't, like, Toma, at the end of this series, has to be one of the most anticlimactic things. Now, I understand the show's back in 1997, and the volumes or the manga or whatever it was didn't finish till 2000. So the ending of the anime really wasn't the completed, story that was originally in the manga. So it's kind of like, this. It's kind of like this. It's like kind of like oh, you have to read the manga to figure out what happens next. Oh. It's like, I hate shows like that. It's like, well, since you watch the anime, watch the manga. Or not watch, but read the manga. And at the end, Toma says, I can't live in the same house with you because it'll interrupt my studies. And it's like, so basically studying and going to college is more important than family. Nice message. I love that fucking message. That's a great message. College is more important than family. In order to focus on college, leave the house. Go to an apartment. Are you unbelievable? They take college to such extremes, and maybe that's just how the standard is in Japan, but still, as a Western American viewer, I don't like that aspect. The main focus of the series should have been just the romance, even if it was cousins. Maybe if it was actually good and Toma wasn't actually a piece of shit, I can at least say, okay, maybe this is a little bit weird, but maybe I can let it by. Even with the show with Police Teacher, where the main character has the mental age of 16, but it actually has, his body is 18, but his mental mind is 16 because he was in a coma for 2 years, and then the teacher is an alien, so you can kind of put some leeway there. With that, it's a touch more believable. Still a touch strange because the age range is like 10 years or something. I don't know, but maybe a touch bit weird. But I can almost buy that. Like, I can pretty much buy that pretty much, or believe it. May not be the greatest thing ever made, but at least this just doesn't. I mean, it could have been. Even if it was just the cousin romance thing, it could have worked. It could have been, even if it was weird, strange, so against my morals. At least maybe if they told the story in a great, romantic, beautiful way, it would have sold me. I would have bought it more. But this, Toma constantly lies and constantly is perverted, thinks all these thoughts, and I tell you, the dream scenes in this series are so fucked. I mean, literally, there's like 6 or 7 dream scenes where he thinks he made it to KO, but he really didn't because he's not on the list. And it happens so much throughout this series. They don't need to show us 6 or 7 times. Yes, we get it. The main character really wants to go to college. We don't need dream sequences about it. I'm tired of his really fucked up fantasies. I understand we're all guys here, but we don't need that all that much. We don't really need to see his psyche of fucking. I don't. No. Then there's one guy on YouTube who I don't even know who it is, but he basically was saying this was the greatest anime ever. Ever. To say that this anime is the best of all time is, I personally would say, ludicrous in this statement. I mean, no. I just can't believe it. It's like the episode in Cowboy Bebop where Spike is falling from the balcony, falling from the building, the church building, and you see the flashbacks of his past. The only time you see the flashbacks of his past with this beautiful music. But instead, the guy trying to give pubic hair to people is the more motivating, inspiring piece of art. The show pissed me off so much, and the ending was, the entire watching of the show was a waste of time. This is shit. And I constantly kept seeing this on this watchcartoonsonline.com website. I watched anime on that website, or Anime Freak, or Crunchyroll sometimes. And I kept seeing this as like the anime of the day. I saw it a lot of times. And I was thinking, maybe this series is really that good, and I'm just being stubborn, not watching it. I saw it often on like the recommended anime of the day, and it was like on there like a lot in 2012 and 2013, like 15 or 16 times, I think. And I was thinking, you know what, screw it, I'll just watch it, I'll see what it is, and I did. What a waste of my fucking time. What a waste of my time. Man, it was a struggle. And also, the English dubbing, I don't know how the sub is, probably better, but the English dubbing sounded fucking atrocious. I mean, it was so stock. Very lackluster show with a really not likable character. He does many really unlikable things mixed with a few redeeming decent things, but still the bad outweighs the good here, and it's a mess. Ura's okay, but she does a lot of stuff for him and put up with a lot of shit. And also, another instance, Toma gets pissed because Ura lied to him about the uncle living there, where it was occasionally there, here and there, because it was a complicated job, and he was like, why did you lie to me? And it's like, you're not that much better, princess. You lied a lot to Mako. You're not that much better, so I wouldn't be bitching. She did a lot of stuff for you. And, now I've got too pissed at her, but still, you're not that much better than her. That's all I really want to say. I have nothing I feel like I want to give else right now. This is such a waste of my time. If you want to see it for yourself, somebody has all of it up on YouTube. It's only 12 episodes, so it's kind of quick to go through. So, if you watch it, be my guest. Maybe you'll like it, maybe you won't. Just saying my thoughts on it. I don't hear that many people talking about this on YouTube, except for that one guy, and I just want to give my take on what I felt towards it, and hopefully you enjoyed it, or maybe you agree or disagree, but still be respectful, be cool about it. That's all I really wanted to say. That's all I want to say. I'll see you later. This is Rambox222 signing out. I'll catch you all later.